Welcome back to Exploring Appalachia.
Oh yeah, we are here in freezing cold, snowy Tazewell, Virginia today. And we're going to check out the Crab Orchard Museum here.
Yes.
This month they have a Smithsonian exhibit here, the Crossroads Change in Rural America. So we figured what better time to come down here and check this out than while they've got this cool exhibit.
Yeah, absolutely. I've wanted to come check out just the museum in general for a good while. It's certainly a Smithsonian exhibit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong. But it's cold, so let's get inside.
Yeah.
We have made it inside.
Yeah, well, it's pretty cool here.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
It's a mountain man. And then the Smithsonian exhibit going to start right here.
Yeah, we're here on the 20th. What day is today?
Today's the 18th.
The 18th. Okay, we're here on the 18th, and it's running through the 26th.
Oops, do you think rural America is behind the times? Now here they're creating identity and a little video. Logging. Wow.
Rural America means to me a small town, a village, in the middle.
That's just some rural America art pieces around on this side.
Over here they have some books about rural America. I think I had to read Walden in 11th grade. Other than that, I don't know if I've ever read any of these. Well, except for the Berenstain Bears. Everybody has to read the Berenstain Bears.
Stain or Stein? Stain. Mandela. Constant change, resilient Americans.
Family portraits, yeah, it's awesome. Western families, Utah, California, Nebraska.
Rural America means to me.
Then
This is pretty cool, talking about the music of rural America. Definitely some songs and artists we love mentioned here. Woody Guthrie, the great Dust Bowl poet. Tish Hinojosa, Tina Turner, and West Virginia's, Kentucky's own, from Butcher Holler, Loretta Lynn. She's close to y'all, though.
she's right across the mountain, but yeah, Kentucky girl. That's really cool. And here there's some various across rural America. Now, what does rural sound like? Let's find out.
Like a babbling stream. Woodsy. Very woodsy. Like a fun night camping.
Yeah. Public Lands, the National Park Service.
Our bro Smokey the Bear's in there.
It's a good dude right there. A legend, son.
A legend. Because he knows that only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right. I like the barbed wire across the
Yeah.
top of the exhibit. That's pretty cool. And certainly very rural.
Yeah. Because we know, like, tons of deathmatch happen in rural America.
But they do. They do. But then now we're going to head on into the main part of their museum, which has more of
Yeah.
this exhibit from the Smithsonian and their regular.
Yeah, they're full-time exhibit
Yeah.
for the region.
All right, now going in the main room. Some cool old maps.
Yeah. Early exploration of the Virginia region.
Virginia and Maryland there, which of course at that time included West Virginia.
That's right. Back when West Virginia was still a pretty cool place, I guess.
Hey, you know why we left. And then here, look at this. A literal bear skin rug from 1940.
1940. Old Hitler. What an interesting name for a bear.
Yeah, weighed close to 600 pounds. Pretty interesting. What we got?
Some of the minerals found in our region here.
That's cool.
Some of the fossils that have been discovered.
Those are neat. This one's really cool.
Yeah.
Dendrite, often mistaken as a fossil. A dendrite is a mineral crystallizing in another mineral in the form of a branching or tree-like mark.
Wow.
And of
Did not
course,
know that.
coal.
Cool.
And what's this? Woolly mammoth
Mammoth
black
tusk.
molar. Look at that,
Yeah.
a tusk. Found on Clinch Mountain between Tazewell County and Saltville. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's wild.
They got a leg bone down there at the bottom too.
Oh yeah, these are the teeth, the molars. And that's, of course, the tusk. And a leg bone. That's wild. What would you do if you were just walking in the mountain and saw a woolly mammoth?
I don't know. Try to eat it.
And the stem cast of a lepidodendron tree. Look kind of neat.
Yeah.
And we got some animals.
Yeah, some taxidermied animals that are found in this region.
Black bear cub,
Yeah.
fawn, bobcat,
Cat, mink. I don't know if I've ever
gray
seen a
fox with a
mink.
squirrel.
Like, I guess they're native. I don't know if that's something you see a lot.
Look at that
of.
dude, he's so angry.
He is mad.
He is so mad.
Angry trash panda.
The owls, ducks. Oh, up here, bald eagle.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And a golden eagle
eagle,
over here. And a red tail. And of course, giant gobbler. Oh, and some trout.
Trout. Yeah.
Like that. And behind us another.
Another pelt here.
Yeah.
Oh, a corn pounder.
Oh, I'll pound some corn.
Oh wow. And that leads you to an actual wigwam display.
Oh, wow.
Homes used by the indigenous inhabitants of the region.
That's pretty incredible. Out the top here, it's dark in here, but
Yeah. Pretty cool.
yeah.
And behind us they have a little bit more about the indigenous peoples here from the region.
Yeah, here's a Native American village model, really neat. Of course, lots of arrowheads and jewelry, ceremonial wear. See a pipe
Yeah.
in there.
Made out of clay. And I'm one made out of stone. Soapstone.
Arrowheads. And various tools, including a horn. And now this little section on the early settlers.
Yeah, the first white settlers in the area. That awesome old blunderbuss there.
It's wild. Look
Has
at
a German proof mark.
long knife. A hide board. Oh, used for stretching hides. Okay. Right here. A skull and lower ball joint of a 400-pound bear.
Wow. You think a bear would have a bigger head, but it's kind of, I mean, when you think about it,
Yeah.
both sides like a human head.
Pretty much. A wolf trap. Some more pelts. This guy.
Sword with flintlock pistol.
Oh, man.
Wow. Now that is something.
Well, that's a classy weapon right
Yeah.
there, my friend. What we got way up here? Look at that thing. A matchlock
A
gun.
matchlock gun.
Crooked axe. All kinds of axes and tools. There you go, coffee maker.
Oh wow.
And then the Revolution. The next exhibit here. Utensils carried by Revolutionary War soldiers.
This is interesting. It says that early on in the war that this area, people didn't really fight. They didn't join in, but they joined Colonel William Campbell in the Over-Mountain March to meet Major Patrick Ferguson's British forces at the Battle of Kings Mountain in South Carolina. And then they have a list of all the men from Tazewell County who were in that march.
That's neat.
That's pretty neat.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
And some of the weaponry from that time period.
A short sword. Different in infantry and an officer's sword. The officer's on the bottom there. That's interesting, kind of.
You can see which one's a little bit fancier.
Yeah, a musket and a flintlock pistol. Gang bullet mold. Brass bullet mold designed to produce 6 bullets at a time. That's
Wow.
wild. A bayonet. And some old ceramics and window glass from that time period. Some bones.
Oh, this is interesting. This is a documents the archaeological investigation of Captain James Moore's farmstead in Tazewell County, Virginia. So this is all from that one particular homestead.
That's cool. And here the original Moore's Lamentation, a poem, a typed copy, and the original.
Right. Yeah, apparently the Moors were attacked by natives and killing many members and capturing others.
And then behind us here, some water cask or keg.
Oh, yeah. I wish St. Bernard would show up with that around his neck.
That would be amazing.
Full of whiskey.
Squirrel rifle, flintlock long rifle, powder horn, Philip Griever's rifle. That is fancy now, my friend. You see that woodworking?
Was one of the men that fought at that Kings Mountain.
He had some fancy weaponry. And here's the birth of a country.
This is talking about Henry Tazewell, who the Tazewell County is named after. A member of the Virginia State Legislature. So this seems to be all about Mr. Tazewell and the establishment of Tazewell County.
This desk belonged to the first surveyor of Tazewell County.
This here's talking about the Pisky or Pisgah, however you want to pronounce it. I've always heard Pisky my entire life.
Yeah.
Methodist Church. It's right across the street from the fort and museum here, still standing.
And here's one of the oldest African American congregations in the United States.
Oh wow!
In Tassel. Fancy dinering here. What's this big thing? Flax break. A large bundle of flax is laid across the hinged wooden knives, and the upper section is dropped, breaking the tough stalks and separating the fiber from the core and bark.
Huh. I didn't even know flax was a major thing. I don't even know what flax is. I know the seeds, you put them on like fancy smoothies. That's all I know about it.
Home farm
Life
craftsman.
here, late 17, early 1800s here in Tazewell County.
More tools. A sickle. And then into the Civil War era.
Talking about Molly Tynes' ride there. I guess Molly is kind of a female Paul Revere style character here. Warning the Confederate soldiers about the incoming Union soldiers.
That's a big gun.
That is a very large gun.
Imagine packing that around. And their old flask. There's always flask.
There is, I mean, can't not have one on you.
Snuff box. You gotta have it.
The Battle of Saltville, which is a neighboring town here, home of one of these Civil War battles.
The bugle was used in that battle. That's wild.
Yeah.
Now a giant drum that this young man played before their battle.
Eli J. Miller.
A musician for a battle. Interesting. They were doing scores.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scoring their own war.
and then industrialization,
Oh.
coal mining, of course.
The things you see a lot during our Exploring Appalachia videos, the coal boom here in the Appalachian Mountains.
The mineral territory tributary to Norfolk and Western Railway.
And probably a lot of this would tie into our video we did at the Princeton Railroad Museum. One of our
Absolutely.
very first episodes of Exploring Appalachia.
Come back and check that out for sure. The men who built Bishop, Virginia. Coal company from 1910, 1890. It's logging. Blacksmith shop 1903. Coal company 1925.
This is the men who built the Bishop, Virginia, the coal town of Bishop. Notice a lot of these coal towns in Appalachia are kind of built the same, like, you know, just houses right on top of each other, a centralized school
Yeah.
and store.
Arson pulling a coal car up from McDowell County, West Virginia. And a talking machine.
Oh, an old coffee machine there.
Built by Thomas Edison. Electric telegraph. An old wall phone from 1917. Early banjo,
yeah.
1900.
Made with a walnut from a walnut stump, a groundhog hide, and an old spoon. Now that's the most mountain thing I think I've ever heard.
Right. A Victrola. Of course. A fiddle.
Yeah.
That one.
Mr. Roy Wright. He played at the Tassel Flea Market as well as the museum.
The first automobile owned in Cedar Bluff, Virginia.
Oh wow.
1911.
Wonder what family that is, because I know there was a former governor.
A.J. Bud Cree.
Oh, I think Peary was the governor from Cedar Bluff, Virginia.
And more mining equipment here. Some. Right from 42 to 30. 1912.
This is crazy right here. A script machine. This is a lot of miners living in company towns were paid in coal script. They weren't even paid in U.S. currency. And that's like what they used to print those coal scripts.
And here is a collection of script from Tassel County coal companies.
Yeah, red ash. I have some red ash coal script at my house. My great grandfather worked there. Guess they don't have any. Yep, right here. Hutchinson Coal Company, 15 cents. Premier Red Ash Coal Company, 50 cents.
That's wild. Old mining painting. The auger. Tin shot blasting unit.
Oh, this painting is by L&M's. When we do some more stuff around the Tazewell, Richlands area, L&M's is probably one of the most prominent artists in Tazewell County.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, she has a lot of murals throughout the region.
Nice. And some quilting.
Yeah, really one of the forgotten arts of the Appalachian region because it's kind of considered a woman's art, but still, I mean, such beautiful creations and amazing tapestry work by the people making these quilts here in the mountains.
Oh, wow, this from 1860. Sheep's wool and bleached cotton.
Look at some of these designs here.
It's from 1935. Made from Clinch Valley Blanket Mill in Cedar Bluff. Even this mantle is old from a house here in the region.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. And of course the walking wheel that was used in the process. In the 1920s, 1850 for that one. That's insane. A bride's blanket chest.
Oh wow. Yeah.
From
I mean,
1802.
my grandparents had like a chest like that. They have all the old quilts in and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
This was a thing in the area.
And old doll, man. 1845. It's Edith. And here an exhibit on this classic American furniture. Lace bed. This one from Greene County, Tennessee, 1870. Tilt top table. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, some beautiful woodwork. Like this dresser with mirror. I mean, that's
Amazing.
intricate. Yeah,
Amazing.
That's amazing looking.
A hunt board or a high table. And look at this corner cupboard. That thing's
I mean, to think about all this is handmade by
Extravagant,
people who dedicated their entire lives to learning how to do this stuff.
riding arm Windsor chair. That's nice. Hinge top desk. Let's see if hinges there. Slant top desk.
All right, well, we've made it through most of the, or pretty much all the indoor exhibit here, wrapping up here with the Main Street America exhibit for the Smithsonian Rural America exhibit. And they have an outside area here that shows the old fort, like the how early settlers in the area lived, and it's very cold, so we're going to do a quick walk through there. We're not going to spend as much time outside as we did inside, but we definitely want to get out here and check this out a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, actually a lot of stuff out here. You can see this goes pretty far.
Historic Fort Whitten, I guess an example of some of the early forts set up by the European colonizers in the area, and to protect against raids and such in the region.
A huge cabin here behind us, double decker. It's a big boy for, especially for the time. And then old kind of building or cabin there. Just by the door is probably a building. And here the Major David Perry cabin, 1805. Look at this, how'd they do this back in the day? Look at these. This is nuts.
Oysters there are crazy looking.
And this is the actual fort. No, the farmhouse, excuse me. Consists of home, kitchen, and lard house, separated by a breezeway, also called the dog
The
trot.
old dog trot.
The old dog trot. We're in the dog trot now, bro.
Wait. Is this the dog truck?
Oh, or
Or
is
is
this the
this the
dog
dog
truck? Oh, that's good point. Good point. I feel like this might be the dog truck.
A little grilling behind the dog truck.
Yeah, 1891 when that was put into. So they were. Yeah, here's the Lard House.
The Lard House here.
Used for food storage and meat preparation. I just live there. And this whole little, basically community.
Yeah.
Is what I mean, essentially was. Across the little creek here. You can see the old stoneworking there, but it was really cool to see, and it's still here and intact. But
Yes.
there's something looming.
How are you gonna have a set of stocks and not expect us to come and play with them?
I mean, they got.
They look like they're gonna be freezing cold though.
Yeah, there's literally. Yep, that's where you live now.
Oh no.
You're
Stuck for this seems like it would be a pretty like it's not painful or anything now, but I feel like if I'm here for hours or days, eventually I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, my back's killing me.
Oh, dude, 10 minutes. I feel like. We crossed the stream.
Made it across the mighty Mississippi.
Yeah.
This little barn looking thing down here, they've actually had community events and stuff there. I remember coming
cool.
to a Appalachian like festival here when I was a kid. They
Nice.
had mountain music and stuff playing.
The small corn crib, storage place for corn. So you just kept your corn in there.
And you see this gate out here behind us. Behind that, there is a building, and that is for the Fort Whitten Black Powder or the Long Rifle Club, something that I was actually a member of in my early teenage years. Yeah, my Pawpaw Jack was a member, and if my Pawpaw Jack was one thing, it was thrifty, and they said you could have any family members under the age of 18 join for free. So he's like, all right, come on, I'll sign you up. So I got to be a member when I was under 18.
Nice. All right, here a marking stone of Battle Knob. Battle in the summer of 1768 between the Shawnee and Cherokee tribes. You can see it kind of looming in the background there, I assume.
Yeah, it says the mountain is in the background there, so I
Yeah.
assume it's back
Well,
there.
kind of lines up with the,
Yeah,
oh, beautiful with the snow kind
it is
of
very
topping it.
pretty
It's
out
pretty
there.
cool.
Yeah.
So, a 2-day wild battle with lots of tragedy took place over there. Well, that was pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it is not the time of year for us to be exploring the Whitten's Fort much more in depth, but hopefully we can come back when it warms up. We definitely want to get out here this month to check out the Smithsonian exhibit, which was great for inside,
Yeah.
not too perfect for outside.
No, not great. Yesterday it was 60. Of course it was.
Yeah, today it's snowing on us.
Yeah. But yeah, really cool here. Glad to see the entire museum. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and certainly the Smithsonian exhibit.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Definitely really neat. Something cool to have in our small area here.
Yeah.
And like we said, hopefully we can come back and do a more in-depth of the Whitten's Fort part of it, because this seems like a very cool setup out here. I haven't been up here since I was probably 15 years old, but I don't know. I remember appreciating it was when I was that young, but not to the level that I do now, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense, of course.
But thank you for exploring along with us on this episode of Exploring Appalachia. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel for more Exploring Appalachia, more Arson Brothers Eats. What are the other socials, Matt, that they should be checking out?
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Arson Brothers Entertainment. We'll be back for more. See ya.